Hey everybody, I'm trying to fix my hair. My name is Michelle Dyer. I have a podcast called Acting Successfully with Michelle Dyer. I had my hair and makeup done for a photo shoot today, so I'm trying to fix it here. I am actually going to go through Backstage, the November 9th edition. Are you ready for DeWanda Wise on the cover? I wanted to go through kind of as a non-equity actor, because that's why I think most of my advice is geared toward, right? Like starting successfully. So I want to look through this. Sorry, I have a cold. As a non-union actor, and this is kind of like when I was in college. Like I would totally dig this kind of stuff. So we're gonna look through casting, musical section, Assassins, first one, Theater 2020. So you look at the directors, choreographers, rehearsals begin. It's in Brooklyn. So that's not a bad thing to get experience around the city and not have to go out of town. So I would definitely check that out. Let's see. Auditions. Equity monitor will not be provided. Producer will run all aspects of this audition. Oh, it's an equity showcase, New York Basics showcase. So code, which means it says small travel stipend for AEA members. So if you're non-ec, I would totally check it out. If you're equity, also check it out. Next one, The Color Purple. So we're going to look at the company, which is La Comedia Dinner Theater. It is in Ohio. The contract pay $300 for rehearsals and $2,700 total. Doesn't list the director or the casting director or anything, but La Comedia, not a bad place. And if you're right for The Color Purple, I would totally go. It says housing, transportation, meals each performance, health club membership, workman's comp. Doesn't look like equity, but you could definitely check it out. Does this say equity or non? Yeah. All right. Mystery of Edwin Drood, Riverside Theater. Ding, ding, ding. Okay. You want to check out that. The casting director is Wojciech Say Casting. I know I'm not saying this right. I know Gail. She's fantastic. DJ Salisbury is the director. I would definitely check it out. Director, choreographer. If you are right for this, they are actually asking for submissions, seeking submissions for New York. And then they're by appointment only. So what happens is, trying to figure out this hair here. So if you submit your picture and resume, and then you send them a cover letter, your picture and resume stating what role you're interested in. Then if they are interested in you, they will set you up with an audition on one of those 2 dates. And then it's the bottom, it says Equity Lord D non-rep contract. It is, I marked it out, $656 a week. So that gives you just an idea. So $656 a week. That is before any agent fees if you have an agent. And just to know that equity contract is $656. So even when you're equity, you're making $656 a week before taxes, before agent fees, any of that. And if you're union, then dues come out of that as well. So next one, Phantom of the Opera. It was just on my dream show list. So they are seeking equity actor singers, future replacements of the current running 25th anniversary tour. Phantom of the Opera. Awesome. Okay. So this is one, if you are right for this show and you are non-ec, you have to go to. Because, I know I sound so pretty. Sorry. They are going to have, so they're going to have EPAs. And the beautiful thing about an EPA is, after they see all the equity actors, sometimes, if they have time or if they want to, they will see non-equity actors. That is how I got my equity card. Not exactly. Okay. So I sat through a whole day of Thoroughly Modern Millie auditions, literally sat there for 8 hours. Then they let the non-ex sing 8 bars, sang 8 bars, got to the next level. They let us sing like 16 bars or something, and then they had us do a dance call, did the dance call, then I think they called me back. Anyway, I eventually got Thoroughly Modern Millie at North Shore as non-union. Second show, Camelot. So they, ensemble, understudy, Guinevere, they gave me my equity card at the end of that contract. Okay. got my equity card, and then the third time I worked for North Shore, I went back as an equity actor. So it's so worth it to sit there all day. It's so boring. Take your phone, download a good book on tape, bring a good book, motivational stuff, not any of this junk. Look through, learn a new song, learn a new monologue, read a new play, go to the library, get a new play, but sit there all day. And you will be seen or you won't be seen, but sit there all day because you never know. You never know. You never know what they're looking for. So they're going to have EPAs on Equity Principal Auditions November 14th, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. at Pearl. Great. EPA procedures are in effect. Okay. So bring your book in case they ask you to sing a second selection, accompany a sweet writer, bring picture and resume. And it's production contract, people, which is like the holy grail. So equity production, $1,974 a week. And on tour, you also get travel stuff separately. So stipend or hotel, whatever the contract the tour is under. But contracts are the way to save money. People used to buy apartments on contracts. So the equity production contract is like fantastic. So that's like holy grail. And it's Tara Rubin. Is it still Tara Rubin casting? Yep. Tara Rubin casting. So somebody's going to be in the room, whether it's an associate or whoever. And so they're having EPA. So go to the Phantom EPA. Technically, every 6 months, every Broadway show has to have an EPA and a chorus call. So some of them are like, they have to have them, so they just have them. Some of them are they're actually looking, and you never really know. Well, I mean, you can track like every 6 months when they have an EPA, so you can prepare your song for the next EPA if you just missed one. But then if there's like one that's out of the 6 month rotation, like, ooh, maybe they're looking for people. So anyway, but that's a good hint. Like, track them every 6 months. They have to have an EPA, and like the ones that they have to have an EPA, they can send like a casting associate or like an assistant or something to sit in the room. So, there doesn't have to be like Tara Rubin's not going to be sitting in the room at the EPA. She could be, but I've never seen it happen. Not with Tara Rubin, just I've never seen like the head of a casting office sit in the room for an EPA. Like a 6 month. It could happen. It could totally happen. I just, excuse me. All right, so that was musicals. Now, chorus calls. Gypsy. Gypsy. Oh, Riverside Theater. Fantastic. All right, here we go again. We'll just say casting and Riverside Theater. Sweet. So, obviously, they are doing... Oh, good. They're going to have an equity chorus call. Awesome. Female singers, male singers... Female dancers, male dancers at Pearl. Awesome. Okay. If you are right for Gypsy at all, and most college kids are, you totally need to go. College Musical Theater, go to that call. It's, they're going to have equity, it's an equity call, equity chorus call, but if you are non-ec, you are definitely showing up to that, just in case they want to see you. That's it. Dancers and choreographers, workshops, student films, video scripted, Southern California. All right, that's it. All right, so see, casting picks of the week. Gotham, film, stage, TV, New York Tri-State, audition highlights, New York Tri-State, Be Here Now, Summer and Smoke, Alhambra, Motown the Musical, Plasman. These are on audition highlights, but I don't see where else this is. Color Purple, Prom, Sting. There's like a little audition highlight section that I'm reading. Phantom of the Opera, Gypsy, Arts Power Tour. Okay, let's talk about Arts Power. Okay, so children's theater, there is Arts Power, there are Theater Works. I don't know if Arts Power gives you your equity card, but I know with Theater Works, people used to tour with Theater Works, and it's a children's theater, and get their equity card and get their weeks for their equity card. Now, there are two schools of thought on this. One school of thought is you're getting your cards, you're going to get into equity auditions. Woohoo. The second school of thought is why not build up your resume with non-ec work, and then go to these equity auditions, like go to Phantom, right? If you're right for Phantom, and just sit there for 8 hours and like be seen. But why not build up a body of work and build relationships? And then when you're ready for your equity card, get your equity card. Whether through like you're doing like I did, like work for a theater 3 times and get your card the second time. Or then when you've built up your body of work, if you want to go to a theater works tour and get your card, do it that way. So I would hate for you to get your card too soon. And I'm talking to you just graduated from college students or still in college, right? I would hate for you to get your card too soon because there are so many theaters that you would have great performing opportunities that hire non-equity people. Goodspeed Opera House, Paper Mill Playhouse, where else? North Shore Music Theater. I'm missing a ton right now, but there are a ton of fantastic equity theaters. Stage of St. Louis, all of these great theaters that hire equity and non-equity actors, especially summer stock. There's so many fantastic opportunities to work with amazing directors and choreographers and other actors and get all this experience working with these amazing people. You know, looking back, it's like, gosh, I really worked with like high quality people, and to look where they are, you know, even though they're starting out and doing summer stock like 10 years later, where they are, it's so exciting to see where everybody is 10 years later. Like, you never know, right? You're all starting out at the same time. It's really cool. So I would hate for you to get your equity card like right out of college and then miss out on all those opportunities, because you might not get one of the equity contracts. They might be reserved for the lead roles, but like you could totally work for that theater as non-ec. So I always say, like, build up a resume with some great theater names on your resume, some great directors, some great choreographers, you know, make some relationships, keep in touch, and definitely then when you're ready for your card, like, you'll know when you're ready. And you can, that's the thing, like, I know the EMC program just changed, which is awesome. You can sit through like all these auditions. You can sit there all day for 8 hours and like be seen by some of these casting directors in the city. Like, some of these shows, they will totally see you if you sit there for 8 hours. Go to casting director workshops and be seen by them. Post your stuff on YouTube. Post your stuff on your website. Like, there are ways to get seen. I'm so afraid of people going on like a theater works tour right out of college just to get your card. So anyway, I will get off my soapbox there. But yeah, so anyway, those were the casting notices that I saw in this week's Backstage, and I hope you have a fantastic week. Please post below what questions you have about equity auditions being a non-ec person. I would love to help answer them. Thanks so much. Have a great day. Bye.